I'll give you the next things.
Okay. It's right here, across
Yeah.
here? Okay. So what's the assignment on this one?
Those are stickers I'm making for an art sale.
Mhm.
Let's see, which one's that one? That is part of my BFA project.
Is that Trump?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna take a picture of that?
Oh,
Is it
no,
possible
no.
to get some ice?
All right.
and a
I
drink?
know, I'm trying to hurry. Like, I'm doing, I have to
Yeah,
do everything for my
Yeah,
project.
see if they
Oh.
must have
Yeah, that
glass
was
and
a-
You know how
ice.
to call on that thing?
Huh?
You know how to call on
Yeah.
like that?
All right, slate one, take one.
Because I forgot my truck.
Yeah, these are very
Back in my
twisted.
house, so.
I mean,
Thank you.
oh wait, I was gonna say there's.
No, because he, no, he's.
Work it. There we go.
So, I'm just gonna do the steady hand.
All right, we are.
Oh, just put it on the box, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I can't.
All right, we are. I'm rolling on this end, so.
Well, it's not even stable, but it kind
Or try to-
it kind of comes off a little bit.
So do you show these around to anybody?
Well,
I already talked to you guys in the fellow exhibition room.
the storage gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
currently have a solo show at our storage gallery on the 4th floor of the CFA
What
building.
about a newspaper?
I haven't gotten the cojones to do that yet, but I want to. I know that the New Yorker takes submissions once a year normally now, and I believe last year it was in May, so I'm hoping that they do it again in May.
What about local papers?
I haven't explored local papers. I probably should.
That's where you start out. I mean, you showed New Yorker, like people I say who do New Yorker cartoons, you have to submit for a year before they start taking you seriously.
Okay.
That's what they say. But I'm sure a local newspaper would be a good place to start. And then people will discover you, and then the bigger you get.
Follow.
I think the Baltimore Banner does like that does showcase some artwork on their paper. I'm not sure, but
I know that sometimes they have like things for like open submissions,
yeah.
but the last time I saw that, it looked like it was mostly for journalists. But maybe I just missed the.
Did you get that?
Maybe I just
I'm sorry.
missed the one for like.
I think I saw like on the one instance that they had it, but I think it's mostly for journalists.
Here's a topic I did last semester.
You
when I
You know what,
finished
all
in
things
December.
considered, I think that went pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty much the assignment here was to make dancing animation, and I decided to make take a Coke can.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Do you have music to this?
Yeah.
Where's the?
Wrong button.
Napkins anywhere?
Here you go.
I do not swear.
What's the question?
Napkins.
Oh, napkins? Yeah, I have the. I got some.
Oh, is that your Michael Jackson one? Yeah, that was so good. I love seeing that in the undergrad show. Actually, a bunch of us were in the undergrad show.
Was that the one? Was that the one where we got hassled by the cops?
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, that was the event that happened.
Wait. Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, wait. No, it wasn't. Wait, no, it wasn't the. No, Michael Jackson was in the jury division. You're thinking of the.
You thinking
the
about
after party.
the after-
Oh, right.
2020
Yeah,
yards.
that-
Oh.
Yeah, like it was pretty. But that story was pretty funny.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Very nice, good job.
I have a few questions about the industry.
You sure?
Yeah. When if you're pitching an idea for like a story or something, like what kind of portfolios are required to get into?
Here's what I would do,
Yeah.
and it worked for me, is do one film, a short film, like 2 minutes. Don't do 10, don't do 15, nobody will watch it. If you do a 2-minute film, say, oh, I got 2 minutes, I'll watch it. Make it as good as you can, show it around, get critiques on it. Do it over again if you have to, just make it really rock. And then enter it in festivals. So this is what I'll be talking about tonight. And the festivals are where the buyers go to look for talent. They don't take films over the mail, they'll throw them in the garbage, they don't have time. But the film festivals screen out all the bad films, and all they get are the good ones. So if your film is good enough, you will be part of that group that goes to Annecy or Cannes or the Oscars, whatever. And that's where the buyers find all their artists. Usually if you get an Oscar, you'll have like tons of buyers saying, we want to hire you to make a film. And I was nominated twice, and just because I was nominated, I got a lot of people calling me to do films. So that's where the buyers go. They go to the competitions, the festivals, the Oscars, looking for talent.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you compare the industry back then and now? Has things changed over the years?
Well, the market has gotten smaller. I mean, the money market. It used to pay $60,000 to $100,000 for a 30-second commercial. Now it's $10,000. So you don't get the money that you used to get. But if you do a lot of spots, then you have enough money to start a studio. And maybe there's a few commercials out there. I think Red Bull probably, they pay a lot more because they're everywhere, and money was no object for them. But those are rare. Usually they charge a lot of money.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so give me a second. I have a short list of questions.
Sure.
So for what all this is about, so I'm doing a personal documentary on animation myself.
Good.
So and I'm basically going to go around and ask these questions to everybody I do an interview with.
Good.
First of all, just tell me about yourself, sir.
Well, now I'm going to talk about this tonight, so I don't want to repeat myself.
Okay, all right.
But I will tell you some information.
All right, fully.
I am from Portland, Oregon. I grew up in the country. It rains a lot there, so I spent a lot of time indoors drawing. So I love to draw. Even at 4 years old, 3 years old, I couldn't put a pencil down. I love to draw. And then I saw Disney cartoons on TV, and I said, that's for me. That's what I want to do. So you're going to be hearing this again tonight. So and unfortunately, when I got out of school, I went to Portland State University. The animation market was dying. Walt Disney had died, and the studio was almost bankrupt. In fact, they were bankrupt. And so there was really no market for animation back then. So I became an illustrator. I moved to New York and became an illustrator. And that's where, thank you. That's where I made my living, was I moved to New York and did a lot of illustrations for magazines, Penthouse, Playboy, National Lampoon, excuse me, one minute.
That part we cut out of the film.
I lost the.
When you went to New York, did you move for a specific job there, or were you
No.
freelance in New York?
I freelance. I actually took a year at School of Visual Arts. I was hoping to get Milton Glaser's class, but I didn't. And so after, it was actually 2 semesters. After 2 semesters, I realized that it's good burger. I was wasting my time studying illustration when I was better than anybody in the class. So I quit and started taking my portfolio around. And it was slow, but I got work and I got a good reputation, and I had a comic strip, and I did political caricatures and cartoons and things like that. What's this?
Oh, the people from the arts. Oh yeah, there's like another thing going on at the same time. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they're giving out like, I think ice cream over on that side. Yeah.
Yep, there's college.
I was
They always got the best.
Screening, like,
I mean-
low, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't experience that unless you go to college. There's like events popping up that
Yeah.
you don't even know of.
Sometimes at events, like, one time Red Bull was doing like a sponsorship, and they got like students have like backpacks that looked like little Red Bull, like the Red Bull can itself.
Wow.
They were just walking around just giving out cans of Red Bull to students.
wow.
Should've been.
Actually would have loved that.
I know.
Actually,
like the one
well, not love, I would have needed that.
You need to try like the
The drink or the
cans,
backpack?
the different flavors. The green one, like, my entire car is just filled.
So anyway,
Busy semester.
around 1985, a person I was doing illustrations for came up with a song by Jules Piper. She wanted animated. She knew I wanted to be an animator. So I said, yeah, I'd love to direct it and do the art. And she said, there's no money in the budget. I said, I don't care, I just want to do animation. So that's where I learned how to make animation, not at School of Visual Arts, at that one film. And the film was a hit. It played in 100 cinemas all over America for the feature film. And I said, oh, I can make my own film now. And I was doodling around with this guy's face. It got weird, really weird. I want to see how weird I can make someone's face.
Is that where the face came from?
Your face.
Your face, yeah.
And are you gonna have an easel there so I can do drawings?
Oh.
Not now, but tonight.
You
don't have to.
I do have an extra easel I could bring over if you,
Yeah,
like, I didn't know if you were gonna have, if you needed the big easel, or you were just gonna kind of do it on the table. I can. Yeah.
if you want.
Yeah.
Students like to see that, but didn't I do some drawings when you came up to my studio?
Yeah, but not on like an easel.
No.
Yeah, you just did it on the cards that you gave out to us.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, that film changed my life. It was kind of a throwaway film. The song was bad, the drawings are bad. There's no editing, it's one shot, there's no plot, there's no characters except for one guy.
That's shown in our animation classes.
It's shown everywhere. I don't understand it. And I remember the first time I showed it. I'm going to repeat this tonight, so I hope you bear with me. We had a secret screen, and my film was shown. And as soon as it came on, like in 3 or 4 seconds, people started to laugh. And after 15 years of doing gag cartoons and political cartoons and illustrations, I never heard people laugh at my drawings before. And it was mind-blowing. I just like, I was rising in the air, it was so magical, it's like heavy drugs. No, you just hearing everybody laugh at my jokes, finally. No one, I couldn't hear it when it went in print. And one of the guys came in over to my desk and said, "Are you Bill Plympton? Did you make that film?" I said, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "Well, let's go out and have a beer and talk animation." And that's the first time I really connected with the animation community in New York. I didn't know who to talk to, where to go. I should have been more bold and just called these guys up and said, "I'd just like to come by and see what you're doing." Then I quit all my animation job, or my illustration jobs, and showed the film around. The film was really popular at film festivals, Oscar nominated, and it was just a wild ride, you know, this little 3-minute film with a bad song and no real plot. And so from there, I just kept making films. I quit doing print, just made animation, and now I think I've done about 100 shorts, 9 animated features, 3 live-action features, and lots of music videos and commercials. So it worked out. I was able to make it.
That's great.
But just so you know, you don't have to live in New York to make it. That's a good thing about animation. Is you can live in North Pole, and if your film is good, everybody will want to show it.
That's interesting considering how more so it's like you have to like really like make it with your animations usually being either California, and at least for us, I feel like New York is probably the
But everybody wants to move to Pixar, you know, they all
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
those are like the
California.
two hot spots.
Yeah, it feels like it's kind of obligatory to move like a really major city in order to make it into like any type of career involving illustration or animation.
Or even like finding the
but-
experience for it too.
Yeah.
Like internships.
Internships and entry level
But the
jobs.
past like 20 years, I feel like a lot of people are, there have been more independent projects popping up and it's sort of like hitting their stride.
Right.
So,
It is
Well,
starting to turn into.
Do you know Patrick Smith or
I was
Pez?
Patrick Smith.
Who does? You know him?
Yeah. I just seen like his interviews online, talking about the.
You what?
I only seen like interviews online.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're buddies, and he just makes the films for the internet. And some of them are really big hits, like millions of fans. And so he's made a living just sitting at home. He's got a drawing board, not a drawing board, but a computer board like that. And that's all he needs. That's all he does. No labs, no prints, no, you know, just the barest bones, and he's very popular. He's making good money. Like someone like Pez, who actually did go to LA. Do you know his stuff? PES.
Oh, that's, like
What's his
candy.
last name, or is that just, he just goes by
Just
Pez?
Pez.
Just
PES,
Pez.
yeah. But he did a film called Guacamole, something guacamole, pet?
Yeah, fresh guacamole.
Fresh guacamole.
Yeah.
Huge, like millions and millions of fans. He made a lot of money on
Yeah, I see that.
it. They're very short. They're what, a minute, maybe?
a minute, 1 minute, 41 seconds.
Oh, it's stop motion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Check it out.
At what point did you make your own studio? Because you have the studio, right?
Well, when I started doing the feature films, I needed more room.
Okay.
So I expanded, I hired, the biggest film I did was I Married a Strange Person, and that was about 6 people, I think, in the studio. I did every drawing, I did all the backgrounds, character design, animation, of course, storyboard, script. You'll be hearing this again tonight, and I apologize, but
That's okay.
It's fine.
the more you do yourself, the cheaper the budget and the easier it is to make it happen. So I enjoy it. I love doing storyboards and all that stuff. So if you can do it all yourself. Another guy is Don Hertzfeld. You know Don Hertzfeld?
That sounds familiar.
He did a Billy's Balloon, Rejected.
Oh, yes, we did show, I guess.
It's stick
in-
figure.
No, wait, it was showing in Phil's class, yeah. Yeah, it's that famous one. It's the does the famous line, "My anus is bleeding."
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that one. Oh, I remember.
Okay,
The
that one was
shooting, yeah.
Stick thing,
The stick
he
figure.
swears he can't draw.
Yeah.
I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
Phil showed you the kids.
Well, look for Billy's balloon, that's hilarious too.
Billy's.
Alright.
He's a very funny guy. And he's very popular, he's a rock star now. You go to his shows in New York, lines around the block to see him, see his films. So he's another one working all by himself at home, making these films. Uses his own voice. Takes music that's public domain, so it's really cheap. You know, it's easy, pretty easy. I think that's the future. Any other questions?
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and save as much of these for when we're
At the screen.
yeah. What's your, I think you also answered this question when we visited you,
Mhm.
but what is your favorite animator and which one has the most influence on you?
Which one had the most influence?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say one, because there's so many. Winston McKay, certainly. You talk about Winston McKay in class?
But he did Gary the Dinosaur, and also Little Nemo.
You're right.
Yeah, I just talked about it in class.
He was, I think, the greatest animator ever, because when nobody was doing really good animation. This was like so far ahead that even Disney couldn't replicate the stuff that he did. Marv Newland.
Sorry, say that again?
Marv Newland, the guy who did Bambi Meets Godzilla.
Oh yeah. It's literally a 20-second animation, 7 drawings, and all it is just like a deer that's like eating grass, and then a giant Godzilla foot just goes like,
Wait, I think I know this one. Yeah, I think my dad told me about that. It was like a satire about baby just being stomped.
Was this the same guy? I'm looking at like the picture. Right? Is this the same guy that did Mickey Mouse in Vietnam?
No.
Oh.
Although it sounds like an interesting film.
Well, all it is just it's Mickey Mouse. He sees a banner talking about, hey, you want to join the army? And then he goes to Vietnam and gets shot dead, and that's it.
When was it made?
I think sometime in the
Says 1968.
Really? 58?
68.
68.
Because now you can make a film like that without legal problems, but
That
back
is
then,
Back
true.
then, it probably would have been,
yeah, gone to jail.
yeah, that's true.
Now Mickey Mouse
Cease
is
and
public
desist.
domain and all
Well,
that.
the first version of Mickey Mouse.
first
Yeah,
version.
like
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie,
Steamboat.
like,
Like
I have a random question.
Let me finish this question.
Okay.
oh well, I think in addition.
Can I finish answering your question?
Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay.
Because there's so many animators that I really love. Joanna Quinn, you show Joanna Quinn's films here?
Joanna.
Quinn. She's
Maybe.
probably one of the greatest animators alive today. Her drawings are so beautiful and just magical. So definitely Joanna Quinn. Also, Tex Avery and Bob Clampett are big influences on me. I love their stuff a lot.
I was actually going through a bit of a Tex Avery phase. I've always known about his like Red Riding Hood videos, but recently I've started watching them again. Very entertaining. Like especially with his the wolf's expressions and stuff like that.
Then there's a lot of guys today. Oh my God, what's his name? He's from Argentina, but he moved to London. He's doing an Oscar Grillo, Grillo. check out a film he did called Seaside Women. In fact, you can probably get it. Can you pull it up?
Oscar, how do you pronounce his name?
Trillo.
Oscar Grill.
So going back to Joanna Quinn, so she did this film called Affairs of the Art that you guys should check out. Like,
But some of the older ones are hilarious too. They're very funny. You find it on there?
What's the film?
Seaside Woman. It's music by Paul McCartney.
First one, is it like a short film?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's like 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Yeah.
Can you make it big?
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me just see if I can.
Oh, that's great. Can you hit the lights?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, that's the right one.
This animation is so brilliant. Water is so hard to animate. You did it.
Yeah.
I like the black and white stuff. It's really amazing.
Yeah, the silhouettes.
Reminds me of the early Nickelodeon stuff. Like,
yes.
like before the Nicktoons, like back when they were still like an educational TV channel, you would see animations like this in between like before and after commercials and stuff like that.
Where?
Nickelodeon pre 1991, so back when they were called the Pinwheel Network.
Yeah.
Can I ask you for another one?
Sure.
Richard Condie, C-O-N-D-I-E.
Richard.
Condie, C-O-N-D-I-E.
Sinking.
And, oh my God, what's the name of the film?
Sinking.
We'll put Animator on there, it should pop up.
Good. anime.
gonna stop filming on my end.
Or, I see a list of works. The Cat Came Back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Um,
There's another one there.
The Big Snit.
Mhm.
The Apprentice.
The Big Snip.
That one.
Can you show the big snip?
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
All right.
In fact, you'll like it so much you won't like my films.
All right.
Why is it 46?
He's Canadian. It's hard to see the detail in here, but you can see it when you get back.
What in goodness?
Okay.
Just wait a minute. All right. You let me know when you're ready.
Oh, God.
We interrupt this program for an emergency broadcast. Good afternoon. A severe worldwide nuclear war has broken out. Take cover immediately. See this. I repeat, a nuclear war has broken. Take cover. Newspaper or under a refrigerator. Please make sure all cigarettes are extinguished.
You can bring a chair up here.
Shut up, fine. They walking off.
Bro, this is Tuesday for me.
Blow my lips off. Looks like a bunch of people. Must be some sort of. Is there some kind of parade out or something?
No, wouldn't the nuclear alarms go off if there was a nuclear war happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Are you ready? Yeah, don't wait. Oh, did you look at my letters? No. You looked at my letters. I did not. You think I did, then you're just one of those people who thinks like... You really disappoint me. You looked at my letters. Well, thank you very much. I did not. I could have, but I didn't.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
You do so. I'm sorry, but I do not. You do. I've seen you do it 100 times. I do not. Stop. Sign the table. What? I'm not. Why do you always stop everything in this house? Why are you always
that's just on the
shaking
chair.
your eyes? I don't shake them. Yes, I do.
You think a pretty nice shot.
Shake it like a roll back. I know. Hey, shake your eyes at me, lady. That's what they say. You what? Let's scrabble. I did. You and stop sign the table. I'm not. You're silent.
Are you not gonna help him?
Oh,
he's fine now.
What?
Yeah,
He's
swallow
gonna have a fun time. Poor cat. A dog.
Okay, there you go.
He's like, love me.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, Gates.
Yeah.
Oh!
my God, yeah.
Oh, good.
You don't feel like doing anything. Come on, let's finish the game.
Well. Oh.
So he's one of my favorite.
Honestly, that's the
groups.
smartest way to show impact last from a nuke. I ain't gonna lie. That's okay.
What was this film called?
The Big Snit.
It's it.
I don't think it was nominated for an Oscar, but it should have, because it's a classic. It's like Your Face. Everybody watches it all the time. It's such a weird. Can I open one of these cookie things?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's try this one here. Another guy I like a lot is Charles Adams, from the Adams Family, because his humor is very dark and people laughing at, you know, murder and suicide and torture and all these basic things that are very scary, but he made fun of them, and I like that dark humor. He's a big inspiration for my dark humor.
So is it spelled as SNIP, the big snit?
Yeah, S-N-I-T-I. And then the other one you said up there, Cat Came Back, he did that with another guy. That's brilliant too. That's a hilarious film.
What did you say?
It's called The Cat Came Back.
The cat came back.
So, the big snip, the art style for that, you ever see the Ziggy cartoons that, Eric Goldberg
It
did?
is, yeah.
It does kind of feel like that.
Did you find it?
The cat came, what was it?
The Cat Came
The
Back.
Cat Came Back.
By
Richard Condi.
oh,
Barbecue season is back.
that's so stupid, man.
Hey, it's kind
not
of
even
impressive
summer,
that we've
it's
gone
feeling
as long
over-
without
What are
having.
you talking about?
Sorry.
It's summer.
It's not YouTube, hold on.
Good.
Another advertisement, this blah, blah, blah.
Here's
There we go.
Pay the artist, I hope.
Here's what advertisements we want to be entertained. There we go.
That's what I do with my characters. I cycle the drawings. That's the same guy.
The character or the voice?
Yeah.
Amazing, so Academy toilet, you do that.
An entire couch is crazy.
It's supposed to be that size too. You got it. Up 30 snakes.
Well, Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. Still the other cat wouldn't leave his home.
That was.
Honestly, I'm going. No.
So I gotta go buy that pencil sharpener.
Yeah, I checked with the school store. They're open until 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I wanna set up my table at 5, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost 4:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to just write myself up.
So any other questions?
I had a random question.
Sure.
So I noticed that you seem to have like steel guitar a lot in your
Yeah.
animations. Do you like, do you plan to have steel guitar in it? And like if you do you like figure out what the audio would be before you figure out what you animate, or do you put it to
Well,
it
the audio
after?
comes later, really.
Okay.
But I had a slide guitar at, I think, 25, a little lap steel, and I love playing that. And then I fell in love with pedal steel. I like Western music, so I love pedal steel. And I bought a big old double neck pedal steel, 10 strings each neck, way beyond my capacity to play music. And I was in a band, and I did play some pedal steel music in the band, but pedal steel guitar particularly takes a lot of study, a lot of practice. And making my animated films takes a lot of work too. I couldn't do both. I had to make a decision whether it be pedal steel or an animator. And the animation won out simply because I think I was better at it than music. I wasn't a great musician, so I chose to continue with animation. But I love to put it in my films. The guy I use a lot is Larry Campbell, who's a big-time pedal steel player. He lives in New York. He plays with Bob Dylan and Emmylou Harris and a lot of the big people. And so I know him. We're friends. He did music on The Tune and also Idiots and Angels. And then he has music in my new film, Slide, pedal steel music. And so I'm prejudiced towards pedal steel. I don't like big orchestras. First of all, I can't afford it anyway, but it's just, for me, it makes it too slick, too expensive. I like, real folksy music, even Well, like the song Your Face is badly sung, and probably not a great song, and I like that. I like it, songs that are real personal, real intimate, really unique. So that's why I use pedal steel. Nobody does pedal steel in animation. It's very rare that people do it. It's too bad, because I just love the sound of pedal steel. Do you play?
I don't, but my father-in-law plays an assortment of instruments,
Wow.
and he lives in Texas. So it's one of those, like, I was watching some of your stuff last night knowing that I was gonna see you today.
Right.
And it was stuff that I hadn't seen before, like the Trump bites,
Yeah.
which I then shared with like 50 billion people. It was like, you posted that and I was like, I've been watching these already.
They were a big hit on the New York Times website. In fact, they were the most popular videos on New York Times website.
Yeah, but when I was watching your stuff, I had just noticed that like that seemed to be a consistent thing, and I was like, is there a thing with this?
It sure is. That's the thing. And you know, now that I'm getting older and may have more free time, I was hoping to pick it up, get back with pedal steel, but now it's just I got too much work to do, so I can't do that, unfortunately.
Well, you can still listen to it and enjoy it that way.
Right.
It's a lot easier to draw when you have a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, the new film Slide, which is doing the festival circuit now, is a country western movie. I wanted to copy some of the old-time country western, like Tammy Wynette and George Jones and Johnny Cash and people like that. People who I was listening to when I was growing up. So it's got a lot of pedal steel, a lot of slide, and that's where it gets its name, slide guitar.
That makes sense.
I had this idea that I wanted to do for a film, and I thought Tom Waits would be perfect for it. People know who Tom Waits is? Check him out. W-A-I-T-S, really a very unique singer.
W-A-I-T-S.
Yeah, waits, like waiting for the train. And a lot of his songs take place in bars, creepy bars, sleazy bars, and I had a great idea. And I was thinking of asking him if I could do one of his songs. But the thing is, I need him to pay me money, so I don't think he'd go for it. So I don't know what to do with it, you know. I know he likes my work. He's loaned me other songs of his. But I'm too chicken to call him up. And
Oh, he's from the Warriors. I recognize him.
Yeah,
The worst thing that would happen, he says no.
you're right. You're right.
That's true.
Ends up saying something completely worse.
That's a good point. That's a good point, you know. Did you see the Kanye West music video?
Which one?
Well, the one I did. It's called, Take Your, no, not Your Best Shot. Heard Him Say.
Heard him say.
Yeah, heard him
Yeah, Heard Him Say.
I was thinking of Heard This, but
And the people who commissioned this music video said, we want you to do the same thing you did for Kanye.
I'm trying to see it.
Can you turn it on?
how much you get applauded?
It was back when he was.
Wake up, Mr. West! Mr. West!
So you'll see it's all black and white and.
Oh, I think clips of that.
I remember.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think clips of this on the internet.
Oh yeah, it was everywhere.
Depending how much he's fallen since then.
Yeah.
We're never getting that man back.
Yeah.
It's me.
He used to have so much.
After the last thing he tweeted, I was like, no, he's done. Like after the
Yeah.
When was this made?
That's probably 2007, 8-ish.
Yeah, 'cause I remember listening.
Seen the song?
I didn't see the video, but I remember listening to the song when I was
Yeah,
I need to show you the list of songs on this one. It is insane.
So he came to my studio to watch me draw, and he looked over my shoulder and said, I think I'm more handsome than that. Make me more handsome. So, but he was a really great guy. He, all the money that was supposed to go for this went to Michel Gondry to do one. And Michel spent $500,000 on it, and Kanye hated it. And then he remembered my cartoons on the movie, so he called me up out of the blue and said, can you do my music video? I said, yeah. I didn't even ask him how much he was paying. But he paid me out of his pocket, paid me the money out of his pocket. So he's a really nice guy. And he put together a gallery exhibition for me, and we did a book together, so we were doing a lot of work together for a while. Yeah, this is before he turned weird.
Wait,
It's
making me sad and nostalgic.
No, it is genuinely sad. Makes me want to cry a little even.
Yeah, it's like,
How far this man has fallen in his
It is funny though, because I did cut him from my studio animation project.
Oh man.
It's just, yeah.
Well,
I cut him because having 5
put
different
the thing on.
groups of people
I have
is
other
just like.
yeah.
So did you get limited to like 3 people or just like?
I think he let me
So
sign my
so
name
your
on it.
studio, did you just limit it down to 3 people or like? How many people are like?
I think we've got 4. I eliminated him because I feel like when you look back on like history, he's gonna probably be one of the ones that is like forgotten versus like the other parts, they're already like stuck. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And it cut like 10 seconds of animation out of my thing.
So what I'd like to do is use the restroom and then get a pencil sharpener, is that?
Yeah, the pencil sharpener is just, the school store is just right across. Yeah, to show you.
Yeah, good.
The screening is
Lecture hall.
Lecture hall.
yeah. No, or it's
Is it in that like movie theater?
It's in the weird building that like has the space that you walk underneath that has like all the chalkboards. Like when you walk from here to the library, you like walk through it.
Wait, is it near?
Right here.
It's like on top of it. I didn't know what that area was called, and Murat showed me a picture of it because I was like, I don't know where it's going.
I think I see.
Yeah, so we're here.
Lecture hall is above Freedom Square.
Okay, so it
Freedom
The
is.
building like
Okay.
Like Freedom Square and Lecture Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's above Freedom Square, I'll probably
Sorry,
go.
I can't remember.
Oh, my favorite game.
I lived there for 6 years.
I'm
gonna head back.
During the,
Yes, I am. I cried when during the Game Awards. I was like, they're finally making it. Oh my god.
So is everything adjourned here? I don't really know the exact.
I think it is, because I think he went to the restroom and I think he ran off to the store.
Yeah.
To get some stuff. He said he needed pencils. He needs
There's one right here.
Well, maybe he wants his own.
Maybe he wants like.
I can relate to that. I need my specific pencil sharpener that I picked out from the store myself.
I guess we'll do the photo screening now.
Yeah, and Dana will be there too, so might be helpful.
I mean, I think
And either way,
we're all gonna do a group photo with them. I think.
So
We're all gonna do a group photo with them, so.
it's funny how no one even asks.
Yeah, we know what the.
I mean, I'm not asking because
No,
we usually do a lot of weird bullshit.
Already.
Besides, overrated movie. So.
Alright, well, I better get my stuff out.
Did they replace the purple one with the lemon?
Wait, oh my god, wait, they don't have a lemon?
They don't have
a, they don't have
the
the
grape one?
They don't have the grape one?
No,
What?
they supposed to have the grape one.
Wait,
They replaced it with lemonade.
what the fuck is that? Oh, fuck no.
That was the best one.
Bro.
Damn, the FDA
Well, they're taking away food coloring.
That's all I was
Yeah.
thinking.
By next year.
So these
I'm
are probably gonna be gone because this is not natural.
These are.
Which sucks, because when I saw those like today, I was like, fuck yes, I haven't seen those in a
It's
hot
like I have to take a whole entire 3 grapes back to my dorm with me.
Honestly, I'm gonna just take the whole, like a majority of it. It's gonna go.
All the lemon.
Yeah. Yo, have you done orange in the corner?
What is lemon one?
Actually, no, got it.
Okay.
She's probably gonna be leaking in my back.
Here's another lemon.
There's another lemon one.
It's fine, don't worry about it, it's fine.
I'm drinking these when we get to the thing, and every single time I drink one.
What, another lemon? This is the last one.
No, give me that one, give me that one, I want that one.
Alright, I'm keeping the. Hey, get yours for yourself. Hey, that's mine. Nice. I'm sorry, I haven't drinking these since I was like,
I have nothing to carry it.
11 or 12.
I haven't had it like, I remember these at every single cookout I've been to.
I might as well
They're-
take the
these are
box. I don't have anything else to carry in the back.
Okay.
What? Oh yeah, this is still recording. Holy shit.
Oh. wait.
They just saw, y'all just saw that.
Yeah, take the fucking hugs.
Make sure you edit that and just send the clip of us just stealing the thing and then like, make sure it's like a separate.
lecture hall is?
Yeah, it's like right about Freedom Square.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, where's my phone?
Wonderful.
Where's my phone?
Me?
Sorry.
Let me try it out here.
Oh, did my phone?
You did a great job. Italian company. I want to say ravioli, but that's fine. And that's gorgeous. It's a wonderful book. But I don't bring it on these events because it's so damn heavy. It just doesn't make sense. But I like doing books. I got two or three more book ideas that I want to publish. I gotta wait till I get some money because I self-publish. I like it. But one of my books is in its 5th edition, so sometimes it pays off to self-publish.
How is the process of self-publishing? Like, I don't know anything about it, but just what is your experience with
Book
being?
publishing?
Yeah.
Well, it's better to have a publisher because they have connections to the bookstore.
Oh, okay.
And so you want that. Rivoli. They're Rivoli. Aren't they a big publisher? Rivoli.
Yeah.
Anyway, they got me in a lot of bookstores that I couldn't get in myself. However, they got most of the money. I
Yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
it. So that's why I self-publish. I usually bring a bunch of books by and sell them, and so they're still making money. So that's for me, that's the bottom line. And it keeps me independent, you know. If I do a drawing they don't like, they're gonna say, well, no, we can't deal with that, you gotta censor it. I say, no, I want it, that's the way I want it. you
Yeah.
know, So, I make whatever I want.
Have you
And that's what's going on with the animation too.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you a story at the end of this, how I like to be independent. So you want to introduce me?
Sure. Shoot, I wasn't thinking about it. Oh, yeah, yes. tongue
No,
tie?
no. You're getting introduced.
Oh. Hello everyone. So today we're having a very special guest speaker, Bill Plympton, Emmy nominated. His famous film Your Face. He's created several films on his own independently. He's very famous for his colored pencil type style animation. And he's done several, like how many short films have you done? It's like
About 100.
About 100?
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah, each one about like, it's like maybe 3 to 5 minutes,
Yep.
maybe even 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's kind of a beast when it comes to animating. It's kind of impressive amount of work that he's done. And yeah, I'd say you started animating around like, I don't know, when you were 50 or so?
Yeah, 40.
40, okay.
39, 30, 40.
Yeah, it's very impressive, and yeah, he's produced a lot of work over the years. So we've had the opportunity to bring Mr. Bill Plympton here in person to showcase some of his animations and do like an open talk. Yeah, anything else you want to mention?
No, that's good.
Okay, wonderful.
I got a lot to talk about. I may not use a microphone because I like to walk around and show stuff, and the microphone's kind of plugged in, so I can't really move that well. With the microphone. Anyway, I want to thank you for bringing me down here.
Mhm.
It's a real treat. When did you come by? Last fall?
Yeah, last semester, November, kind of like the end of November, either before or after Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Yes.
So he brought a bunch of his students to see my studio, see how I work, see what the helpers I have, things like that. And so he very nicely invited me down here to see Towson. And so it's very cool. I'm happy to be here. So I'm going to talk about my life as an animator. I'm going to talk about how you too can become an animator, independent, and make your own films, or even make other people's films too. If you do that, I'm going to show a bunch of the films that I selected. Some haven't been shown very much, some have been shown a lot. But to me, they're important to show the young art students, animation students. And then everybody at the end gets a postcard with a little sketch of how they did the guard dog on the sketch. So, come by afterwards and check out the artwork and see how I do it. So anyway, I'm from Oregon, and if you've ever been to Oregon, you know it rains a lot, and so I spend a lot of time indoors drawing, and I just love the idea of drawing, taking a pencil and creating a character or creating an atmosphere or a mood or something like that. So that was really exciting to me. And so then I saw Walt Disney on TV. I think it was Sleeping Beauty that I saw. And it just blew me away. I said, wow, they're drawing this movie. And I said, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to be the guy that draws the birds flying into the trees. I didn't care what I did, just as long as I could do animation. And in fact, I remember I was 12, I think, and my parents sent me down to Long Beach, California to see my aunt. And we went to Disneyland, and they gave me $25 to go on all the rides. And actually, back then, $25 you could go on the rides. But there was a bookstore, a Disney bookstore, and they had this book by Bob Thomas on how Disney works, how the business works. And I spent my $25 on this book, and my aunt said, don't you want to go on all the rides? I said, no, I want this book. This is what I want to be. I want to be an animator. So, in fact, right after I got the book, I sent a bunch of drawings to Disney, my Mickey Mouse and Goofy. I love Goofy. Goofy was great. And they sent me a nice letter back saying, your work shows promise, but come back in 20 years, you're too young. Wow, they like my work. They want me to come back. I thought I was on the way. So that was my goal, was to be an animator all through school. Even though I did cartoons for the newspaper and for the yearbook, I really had my idea on making cartoons in LA. Unfortunately, animation died in the 60s and 70s and 80s. It was a real bad time. Disney himself had died, and the studio, the Walt Disney Studio, was bankrupt, and they were trying to sell off all of their valuables. And the only thing that was playing was Hanna-Barbera, and I hated Hanna-Barbera. That's not animation. That's just mouths talking back and forth. And I was really dispirited. So I decided to move to New York and be an illustrator. And I went 2 terms to School of Visual Arts, and I felt like I was wasting my time there. So I started taking my portfolio around, and I slowly got work. I did work for National Lampoon and Rolling Stone and Penthouse and Playboy and New Yorker, and everybody I could do illustration for. But I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing what I really wanted to do, was see my drawings move and tell stories. I did comic strips, and I did full-page strips of stories, little stories that I was telling. So I had that urgency to tell a story, to make people laugh, to have a nice ending, have a nice characters, that whole thing. So in 1985, this woman I was working for, Larry Vasilevsky, asked me to animate a song by Jules Pfeiffer called Boomtown. But I don't know how to animate. I don't know how it works. She said, well, we'll get you someone who will show you the way to make an animated film. Because I didn't learn it at SVA. The teacher was really bad, and it was really a waste of time and money. So this woman, what is her name? It'll come to me anyway. So I said, yeah, I'm going to make this film. I'm going to do all the drawings. I'm going to do all the storyboards and the character design and all that stuff. And I said, how much are you paying? And she said, oh, there's no money. It's a freebie. I said, I don't care. I just want to do it because I'm going to learn animation from Connie D'Antonio. That's her name, Connie D'Antonio. She was a regular animator in New York. And the film went on to good success. It played in hundreds of cinemas across America. It was with a feature film called Plowman's Lunch, a British film. It was really nice, and so they booked it together. And I still didn't get any money, but it was just fun to see the success. And so I said, I'm going to make my own film. And I'm going to draw on this board. I hope I don't get in trouble. So we'll see if it works. So I was doodling at home, and I thought, I want to do something with this character. And it's a triangle-shaped face. I love triangles. Triangles, to me, are really dynamic. They're really easy to work with. It's tiny eyes. He's not a real cartoon character like, big eyes and exaggerated nose and everything like that. And he sings a song, and his hair is real greasy. He's like a sleazy guy. Sells vacuum cleaners or something like that. And he has a little mustache. And he wears a suit. That's kind of fat there. It's a terrible drawing of him, but I think you get the idea. Anyway, so I wanted to experiment, because I love drawing the face. The human face is amazing. It's the ultimate icon. It's an image you see as soon as you're born, and you fall in love with the face and everything. And so, in fact, here's some of the drawings from that. You can see it later. So I made up all these weird ways to destroy the human face. And I stripped it together in a film and found some music for it. And someone said, oh, you got to enter it in festivals. I said, festivals? What's that? And so I entered the CIFA Festival, which is an organization of animators. And the first time I showed it, I sat way in the back, like way in the back by the door, so I could escape. And because they were real professional animators, big names, R.O. Bleckman and people like that. And as soon as it started, within 3 or 4 seconds, the whole room was laughing. And I cannot tell you how stoned I felt. People laughing at this stupid, it's a stupid film. There's no cutting, no editing. One character sings a bad song, and that it just does weird things. And that was all the film was. And the amazing thing was, all these years I've been doing gag cartoons and political cartoons, I never heard people laugh at my artwork. And with this, my animation, everybody was laughing, and I felt like this is what I wanted from the beginning. And so, could we show it? Yeah. After the screening, they all came up to me and said, are you Bill Plympton? Did you make that film? I said, yeah, that was me. And they said, well, let's go out and have a drink and talk animation. And I felt like I was home. This is where I should be, finally, at 38 years old. So we're going to show a little bit of it. I'll get the lights out. You know where the lights are?
Oh wait, it's hold on, let me see.
I don't want to blow anything up.
Is it?
Can you try it? There.
Oh, there we go. Did you do it or did
I turned, wait, I hit off. There we
Okay,
go.
so did I. We cancel each other out.
Your face is like a song. Your sweet eyes whisper.
Right there, so they start laughing.
Your features are in tune. Let's sing together and turn every month to June. Your face forms makes me a happy fellow. No more singing a cappella, no longer lonely. Loving you only. Your lips with mine will rhyme, and when they touch me, it's a symphony divine. Your cheek sure is your hair. Weave me a melody so rare. Your face hums, makes me a happy fellow. No more singing a cappella, no
That's her singing, and that's Marie McKellar singing, and we slowed it down because I was too cheap to hire a male singer. And it kind of worked with the distortion. Okay, lights. Lights.
Oh, it really gets dark. Okay, there we go. Beat it, Alex.
Can't beat the speed of light.
I'm gonna try.
Anyway, yeah, Maureen, I met when I first moved to New York, and we played bars and clubs. I played pedal steel, and she sang and wrote the songs. No problem. And I always fell in love with her music, and so when I got into animation, she was the first one I called about getting music for the film. If you want to make a film and you want it to be funny or even important, try and get a nice iconic image. I mean, this is a human face. I distort the heck out of the human face, and it's funny. You know, a cup of coffee, that's iconic, or I don't know, someone eating food, or a car race. Get something, or the Statue of Liberty. These are iconic images and ideas, and you take those iconic images and twist them around. Go backwards, upside down, whatever you can to distort it, and it's going to be interesting film. It's going to be a fun film to watch. So if you don't have any ideas, just make a list of all the iconic things you can think of and do weird things to them. And I think you'll have a nice film.
I got it. Hey,
Hello.
People figure out what the.
Sorry, I'm late again.
Yeah, sorry. Have a seat. I'm Bill. Thanks for coming.
There's Bill Plympton.
Yeah. So anyway, let me get back up here. I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to break the time, the time story, and this is something that happened in, I believe, 2000, something like that. No, it wasn't. I got to start earlier. When I was going to college at Portland State, they had this little film festival, and I went to go because I was really interested in getting into film, and even though I wanted to be an animator, I still studied all the new wave films and all the cool films that were going on then in the late 60s, early 70s. And there was this guy showing films. They were called industrials. Do people know what industrial is? It's like a commercial that's really long, like 20 minutes, something like that, 30 minutes. And they were hilarious. They were Monty Python before Monty Python. They were just crazy. And I went up to him. He was there. I said, "Oh man, I love your films. They're hilarious." And he said, "Well, I got more up in my house. I'm up here in the Portland Hills. Come on, follow me up, and I'll show you some more." So I followed his car up there, and I walked in the door, and there's this little kid. I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15, something like that. And then I decided to rip myself off for your face. It's called Homer's face. Lights.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Your face is like a song. Your sweet eyes whisper and I want to sing along. Your features are in tune. Let's sing together and turn every month to June. Your face hums, makes me a happy fella no more. Singing a cappella no longer lonely. Loving you only. Your lips with
Watch me, it's a symphony divine. Your cheeks, your ears, your hair. Weave me a melody so rare. Your face hums, makes me a happy fella no more. Singing a cappella no longer lonely. Loving you only.
They let me sign it too. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I've done, I think, 7 couch gags for The Simpsons. I won't be doing any more, unfortunately. They said they really loved my work, but when Disney came in, they cut the budget of the sitting by the TV, the couch gags. So no more Simpsons for me. It's too bad because they were really great to work for. I had total freedom. They only censored me once, and actually they made it weirder. I'm happy that they did that. I was afraid. The money was great, and they were seen all over the world, and I like working with those guys, so it was great. This one was longer than it was usual. They wanted 45 seconds for the couch gag, and this one, they said, take it to a minute and a half. Wow, I got a minute and a half out of The Simpsons. So it was a great gig, really, really nice gig. Anyway, let me go back to Your Face. While I was doing all these print cartoons, I did one for the Rolling Stones where it was for Valentine's Day, and it was called called How to Kiss, and all these weird kisses that I made up in my brain, and I turned that to animated film. That was a success. 25 Ways to Quit Smoking was an idea I had for a book that I wanted to do 100 ways to quit smoking, but that's too many for a film, so I cut it down to 25. We're not going to show you some of those films. You can see them online. They're pretty easy to find. And then I did some music videos, and I'm going to show you a music video now that it's called Mexican Standoff. And this is I was into cowboys. I love the cowboy scene. So I wanted to do a cowboy music video. This band is from Holland, actually. Not a big cowboy location, but they love cowboy music. So that's what I wanted to do. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Mexican Standoff.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
I think
There we go. Yeah. It's either it works the first time when you press it, or you gotta really hold it. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Such a pretty one, nymphet of the sun. Come on in and take me down with you, just because there's no one else to do. This is your lucky day, you get to blow my face away. But be careful with the lust you show. This kind of thing just turns you up and go. Hold me now, I'm falling into. Hold me now, I'm falling into you.
a little bit how you can be rich and famous like me. That is a joke. Definitely a joke. Anyway, I'm going to give you my Plympton's dogma. And these are three ways to become famous and rich as an animator. And if you follow my formula, you too will be a success. Rule number one, I gotta move this out of the way, sorry. Rule number one, make your film short. I judge a lot of festivals, and if I see a film on the list that's 20-minute long, I don't want to see that film. I don't want to look at it, because if that's a bad film, 20 minutes of my life are gone. They're wasted. And if it's a 5-minute film, okay, I can sit through 5 minutes and wait for the next film. Please do not make epic short film or epic features, especially in animation, because that's a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of sweat. With animation, you want to make sure it doesn't take forever to make a film. Also, I tell people if they want to get into business, make a short film, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like a long commercial. And when you hand it to a client or a possible client, you tell them, oh, it's really short, it's like 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. They will watch it. If he asks you how long it is and you say 10 minutes, he's probably not going to watch it, or she's not going to watch it either. They don't have time. They're so busy. So please, keep it under 5 minutes. All my short films, except for a couple of them, especially the commissioned ones, are under 5 minutes. All the guide dog films, Your Face is, I think, 3 minutes. With Smokey, they're all short films. Number 2, make it cheap. The more expensive your film is, the harder it is you're going to make a profit. The harder it is you're going to make your money back. There's a lot of ways that I keep my budgets low. One is I try to do as many of the projects as I can, many of the parts of it. I come up with a concept, I write an outline, I do a storyboard, I do a shot list, I do, what else do I do? Costume design, background design, character design. These are all fun. For me, they're like, oh my God, I get to do character design today. I'm so excited. Then I do the animation. I do all the animation. I do all the in-betweens. No one draws on my films other than me. I'm the only one that does the drawings on the films. And I help with the edit. I help with the music. I help with the editing. I sit by the editor and say, oh, cut this shot, cut that shot. So I take about 90% of the responsibility for that film. And that's why my films come in at about $1,000 a minute, something like that, depending on how fancy it is. Let me give you an example. I was nominated for an Oscar in '87. This was for Your Face, actually. And I was up against this Canadian film, The Man Who Planted Trees. Beautiful film, gorgeous film, a masterpiece. And he broke every one of my rule. Well, I didn't do rule 3. Rule 3. Make it funny.
Yes.
Oops. Sorry.
That's Doug. That's how you spell Doug Funny's last name.
What's that?
So the Nickelodeon show Doug. That's how you spell his last name. His last name is Funny. So.
Oh, okay. Good to know that. know, if you want to make a film that's abstract, or that it's political, or that it shows, you know, your soul and your heart, go ahead and make it, but no one's going to want to buy it or look at it, because it's tough to watch animation that's not funny. And so I like to make funny films. I like to make humorous films. I like to hear people laugh. It's so special to me. So, but if you're doing a political film or a abstract film, put a little humor in there, and you'll find it's so much easier to sell. So what I was starting to say is, when I got nominated for an Oscar in '87, I was up against this man who planted trees, and he broke every one of my rules. It was 25 minutes long, I think. It was about $1 million. I think it cost about $1 million. And it wasn't funny at all. I was very serious about this man who spent all his time. Now it is funny when I think about it. Taking seeds and taking the kernel off and getting the seed and planting it in the grass. And it sounds so terrible, I know. But it's a really beautiful film. And he won the Oscar. He won the Oscar, and he deserved to win the Oscar. It's a really epic film. It's just phenomenal. If you have a chance, check it out. It's called The Man Who Planted Trees. And I can't do that. I can't spend $1 million on a film. I don't have $1 million. I don't have a big Canadian corporation backing my film, giving me all this money. I just pay for them out of my pocket. That's why I'm selling the stuff here. If I'm going to keep making films, I got to make money on it, and that's why I make my films funny, because funny sells. It's so much easier to sell funny animation than serious animation. Any questions on that? Okay. Where do you get your ideas for films? This is very important. I talked about taking an icon and swapping the icon. All right, I'm jealous. Another way I get ideas is just walking the streets of New York. As you know, New York is a real cartoon city. A lot of craziness on there. And I was running around the park where I live, and I saw this dog. Someone had a dog barking at a little bird. And I wondered, why is this dog afraid of this cute little birdie? It doesn't make sense. And then I went inside the dog's brain and realized that the dog was afraid that the bird would somehow attack his master, and he would be out his best friend, his companion, his buddy. And I thought, oh, that's kind of a funny idea for a film. So you take something that's really innocent and sort of nice, and then you twist it around and reverse the roles, and you find there's a lot of humor there. So I ran home, I did the character design, I drew the dog, and I made up, I think, 20 separate gags of animals or vegetables or plants that could attack his master. And the farther I got into the film, the weirder and the most absurd battles happened between the master and the blade of grass or whatever it was. So let's watch it. It's called Guard. Oh, this isn't Guard Dog, by the way. This is called. No, go ahead. Yeah. It's called Hot Dog. But I showed Guard Dog so much I wanted to show something different. Yeah, Hot Dog.
You can do it.
So it seems to turn it off, I actually have to hold it.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a tough life for the dog. That happens every time. He falls in love with his companion, and he helps him, and they're best buddies, and then there's some sort of outside force that is intruding on their relationship, and ultimately the one he loves dies. Very tragic. I don't know why people laugh at it, but it's a very tragic story. Anyway, I apologize for the graininess of the image. We should have checked it beforehand. It's my fault. I'm so sorry, but I think you got an idea of what was going on, and it kind of added to the impressionistic look of the film. So a lot of people ask me when I'm going to be working on computer, and there's a couple reasons why I don't do computer animation. For me, it's very difficult. I don't know how to run a computer, and I may be too old to learn now. Also, it's too expensive. I can't afford all the hardware and all the machinery and that kind of stuff. Yes?
So by computer, do you mean just like hand drawn, like ink and paint on the computer, or do you mean like Pixar stuff?
Pixar stuff.
All right.
Yeah. I do use a computer to color and to edit and to scan and composite. I do use that, but not for me. Yes?
When was the time when you actually transitioned from like film capture to scanning?
For me, it was 2005. Actually, Carrie Allegretta, who scanned this dog film, was the one that said, you know, your films are ready to be to scan and do it color digitally. And I said, yeah, that's great, thank God. I was not happy with the filmmaking process before that. I am really happy that computers came in to do post-production. To me, that's wonderful. Because when I was doing my animated films like Your Face and things like that, the cost of post-production was enormous. Well, first of all, the camera shooting the film was very expensive. All the lab fees, you know, for getting an answer print and a check print and a negative and all this stuff, they all cost a lot of money. Doing the sound, getting all the sound synchronized, it was a nightmare. And making the print was just really slow and expensive. 90% of my budget went to post-production computers. I'm sorry, not computers, but just the technology in post-production. Now, 90% of my budget goes to the artist, and the rest goes to making the film. So I am so happy to be rid of the old-fashioned way of filmmaking. It was slow, cumbersome, and it really wasn't that great. So I'm happy for that. But for me, digitally would be a nightmare. It would take forever, I'd keep making mistakes, and I just, it's something about the joy of putting pencil on paper and drawing these characters. Yes, sir?
I was just wondering, like, so like a 3-minute short like that, what's the amount of time you spend?
Sure. It's about 1 to 2 months, 3 minutes. I can do about 15 seconds a day, something like that, maybe more, because I use a lot of cycles and repetitions and freeze frames and a lot of tricks like that. So it goes pretty fast. And that's the thing I like about colored pencil. I started doing colored pencil when I was an illustrator. And I used to do watercolor. And I like watercolor. It's a beautiful look, but boy, is it hard to control. But with colored pencil, you can control it. I use Prismacolors. And I like the idea of blending. Yellow and blue makes a beautiful green, just a gorgeous green, and reds. Especially in this film, the hot dog, the fire colors were just fun to color with Prismacolor. It was really, really great. And when you come up here afterwards and look at this, you can see the detail in the Prismacolors, how it just really looks great. And I don't know who else is doing Prismacolor animation. It's a good question, but I like it a lot. It's really fun, and I'll probably continue doing it. I'm doing another feature film right now, starting it, and it's anybody know who Jacques Tati is? Very good. He's this French comedian, sort of like Jerry Lewis of France, and he would make his independent films, and he would go in to meet people, and strange things would happen. Typical things, very normal things, but when he saw it, it looks bizarre and surreal. And I like that. And there was very little dialogue in the film, just him walking around, meeting people, and having weird experiences. So the next film is going to be, for now I'm calling it Tati, because I can't think of a better title for it, but it'll be an American version of that kind of humor, where it's not really a big plot. There's no big plot or a big superstar or anything. And that's the kind of film I wanted to make. I wanted to make it just very subtle, but totally surreal and very strange. Okay, let's see, what else do we have to show? Slide. Yeah, slide's the next film, right? Okay, this is my feature film, and I can't show it tonight because it hasn't been, our distributor is not signed yet. So they don't want us to show it because they want people to see it anew in the fall. At least that's the plan, it'll be in the fall. We premiered about a year and a half ago at Slam Dance. Amazing crowd. They loved it. They were standing, they were applauding. We had 3 or 4 buyers come up to us. And my agent, Daniel Neiden, is the one who's handling all this. And for some reason, they couldn't reach a deal. So we got somebody now who's really big and wants to distribute the film, and so hopefully that'll pay off. The film is modeled after my childhood. I grew up in Oregon. In the woods of Oregon, we had actually lumber mills all around, chopping down trees, and so this takes place in a lumber town, and it takes place in a saloon where the hookers are upstairs and the gambling's downstairs. And it's a real cliched cowboy film, which is what I love to do. And this mystical sort of Clint Eastwood character, cowboy, who plays slide guitar. He doesn't have a gun, no guns, just plays slide guitar, comes into town and gets rid of the corruption. And that's the basic plot. But what was really fun about this film was that there were lots of bad guys. I love doing bad guys. I like drawing them and hearing them and killing them and stuff like that. So this has probably more bad guys than any other Western ever. I think there's about 200 bad guys, maybe 300 bad guys. And each one has its own image and character. So let's take a look at it, okay? This will be the trailer for Slide.
entertaining these fine children. Get your teacher back in that ball. I'm giving you a chance to pack up your guitar picks and leave this town for good.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. You probably recognize a bunch of the characters from the Mexican Standoff, and that's why I like to show the film Mexican Standoff, because a lot of the stylings and the textures and the design is influenced by Mexican Standoff, and that's why I really like making this film. And you'll notice that it's a lot rawer now. It's very impressionistic, almost crude. And I really wanted the crudeness to come through with a Western. It just seemed like the perfect way to do it. So I'm going to show one more film, and this I haven't shown to anybody. You're the first people to see it. I did a Christmas card last year, and it was a little book, a picture book, and it was very popular. People love the cartoon. It says my best Christmas card. And so I was teaching a class last month, and I decided to take my Christmas card and turn it into an animated short. So you're going to be watching my Christmas card as an animated short. And I'm thinking next Christmas, I'm going to put it online and say, if you want me to make your Christmas card from my little animated short, be my guest. So here we go. This is called, what is it called? Tongue Tie. It's quick. Colored yet. I got to color it. There's still some production stuff I have to do with it, but I just wanted to show you the process that I go through. This is sort of like a pencil test, but it's actually the finished animation. It's not colored yet, and the timing's off and things like that. But that's the kind of stuff I like to do. That's why I love animation. You can do these crazy gags and people laugh. So I'm going to tell you a story. This is something that was really amazing in my life. When I did the film Your Face, I got nominated for an Oscar. I got a phone call from the Disney Studios, not Disneyland, Disney Studios. And they said they're sending a lawyer to see me. I said, oh, great. He comes in, I'm in New York, they're in LA. He comes in with a nice suit and tie and a big briefcase, opens up the briefcase, and he hands me a stack of papers. And he looks me in the eye and he says, Walt Disney Studios wants to offer you $1 million to come work for us. Because this was my childhood dream. Remember I said I would do the little birds flying in the tree. I don't care, just anything to do animation on a Disney film. So this was my dream come true. And I went, oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm so happy you did this. This is what I've been waiting for. And then I asked him, I said, but I wonder if it's okay if I, on weekends, make my own little films like this one here, just for my enjoyment. He said, yeah, you can do that, but Disney will own it. I said, well, what if I tell someone a funny joke? Well, that's Disney's. What if I have a dream? Well, we own that too. And that's the way Disney works, and I don't begrudge them. They're a great studio. They've changed my life. I wouldn't be here today without Disney. And there's a lot of people who don't care. They just want to work for Disney, and that's all they want to do. So I said no. Stupid, huh? I said no to Disney and $1 million. And sometimes I wonder if that was such a good idea. You know, it's being a freelance animator. It's a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. But for me, it just seemed like a wise thing to do. Plus, they never told me what they wanted me to do at Disney. And I only found out through the grapevine that they wanted to hire me to do the genie in Aladdin. You know, the Robin Williams character, he changes a lot because they saw your face and said, oh, he can do great metamorphosis. So they wanted me for the metamorphosis stuff for Genie. But I think that if I had said yes, after about 2 months, I'd start sneaking little pornographic things in there. Something bad, you know, I would have been fired. But, you know, when I wake up in the morning and I go to my drawing board and I draw whatever the hell I want, and no one's looking over my shoulder and telling me you can't do that, to me, that's worth $1 million. And that's why I'm independent. Thank you very much. Now I'll take questions, if anybody has any questions. Yes, sir.
When working on a short film, how do you determine the right color scheme for the?
Well, that's done in the early parts of the creative process when I design my characters. Generally speaking, I don't like bright colors, because bright colors mean it's a children's film. And I'm not making children's films. I like subdued colors, soft colors, earth colors, things like that. So my palette is pretty limited. Unless there's some spot in the film that's really exciting or something that's really important, then I'll brighten the colors up a little bit. But I try to keep real bland colors. The dead colors, I call them dead colors because they're sort of not alive. Yes? I'm sorry, what?
A little bit multi-part. So like for liquid television, they would, MTV would acquire or at least showcase different shorts from like different
Right.
festivals typically. However, you also did different items for MTV.
Yes.
How many specifically did you do?
Oh boy. Well, a lot of them, they discovered me at Annecy, I think, that festival in France I was talking about. And in fact, I should actually talk about festivals. But they saw the guy who ran it's not the animation, the publicity, I think, department, Abby Chakuli, and some guys who worked under him saw the film at Annecy, and they took it to him and said, "You got to see this film, Your Face, by Bill Plympton." And he looked at it and said, "That's the stupidest film I ever saw." But they kept hitting on him to show the film, to buy the film, and finally he bought it, and it was a big hit. It was like, you know, it's a big hit. And so then every time I did a short, I sent it off to MTV, or they would see it at a festival, like 25 Ways to Quit Smoking was a big hit with them. They showed it all the time, and they paid well for it too. I'm not complaining about it. And then How to Kiss, and then they hired me to do on-air commercial, little shorts, like I did Acid Rain thing. I did all the animation for one of their, not the film festival, the music, what was their MTV music? It's like the Oscars, but it was for music.
MTV Music Awards.
Music Awards, that's it. Yeah. So I did a lot of stuff, and the weird thing is they never showed my name. They never gave me, even in the end of the credits, they never put my name up there. And so I ran into a bunch of fans recently, and they called me the color pencil guy. Oh, the color pencil guy's on again, check it out. And they never showed my name, whereas the Simpsons always put my name at the end, which is really nice. Nice they do that. And then MTV, as you know, turned into a live action kind of place, and they stopped doing animation, unfortunately. But I loved working for MTV. They were fun. And also they did the Beavis and Butthead, which was a big hit.
Oh, yeah,
a lot
Beavis and Butthead.
of series stuff that was really successful. So they were great for a while. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. That's how I found out about it from those.
Oh,
There's a
from
channel
MTV?
Yeah, there's a channel that just posts the items.
Yeah.
They have to make like several because they usually get taken down for copyright, but
Ah.
like, they credit you on the channel.
Oh,
So,
really?
oh, who did this? Because I'd seen it for years on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
but then finally somebody posted it and attributed you, and I was like, oh wow. So that's how I went.
So I got my name right. I know. Yeah. No, that was good. I did a lot of music videos too. I did a Madonna music video. I didn't direct it, but I did a lot of the animation called "Who's That Girl?" And then I.
Oh, you did Who's That Girl?
Yeah.
That makes so much sense now. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it was
did intro
fun.
for years, and I was like, that looks kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I never got to meet Madonna. We were expecting she'd come to the studio to do a little cameo, to pose and stuff, but she never did. She's too busy. She was, big back then, really big. I did a bunch of Weird Al Yankovic. I think 3 or 4 Weird Als.
You can't download this song?
Yeah.
Don't download this song?
That's me, yeah.
Things are
He was great to work for because he gave me total freedom. He played me the song and said, "What do you got?" And there was no timeline. He was really generous, but he didn't have a lot of money. It was, I think, $10,000, something like that, for a music video, which is pretty low for a big name like Weird Al. And then, of course, Kanye. I did the Kanye. That was weird. He calls me in the middle of the night. Am I boring you? I don't know. Is this boring? You want more dirt?
I'm gonna look this up later. I'm kind of curious now to check out the other music videos, especially.
Which one?
We want to check out the music videos later.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. So I get a call at midnight from Weird Al. I'm not Kanye, sorry, Kanye. And Bill Plympton. Yeah, I'm Kanye. I want a music video. And oh yeah, I know who you are. And so he said he had a song. Heard him say, and Michael, the British animator guy, Michel Gondry, did it, and he didn't like it. He spent $500,000, and he didn't like Michel Gondry's music video. So he had to premiere it on TRL. Is that the name of the show? TRL.
Total Request Live. Yeah.
Yeah. And he had 5 days to deliver it. I said, I'll do it, because you're Kanye, So I had to do it. So we worked night and day on that thing. It really was a tough thing. And he came into my studio and looked over my shoulder while I was drawing and said, don't you think I'm more handsome than that? And I said, yeah, okay, I'll make you handsome, So it's animation, you can do anything you want. And he liked it, and we delivered it 1 hour before the TRL show. MTV was freaking out. And I said, no, we got it. So we delivered it. It was a big success. I was in Finland, and I saw it on TV in Finland, so it got out there. I'm sorry, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was just me.
That
I
one-
didn't make me cry.
But he was nice then. He was really cool.
No,
guy.
he was not. He was crazy.
His downfall is so tragic. Kanye West.
I know.
Yeah. Well, like down to the bottom line, when you mentioned that you submitted an hour before it was due, I had a similar experience when I filmed one final. Yeah. Yeah, but So I did a hybrid film, half live action, half animated film. And yeah, like literally I had to pull an all-nighter, and I went to work the next day, and then after I got off at 2, I spent from 2 o'clock to, when did I class start, like 6? 6:30. Yeah, 6:30, like all that, like finishing up like the final animation. It was nuts. I nearly cut my fingers off. I cut vegetables.
Well, I have to tell you that Kanye became a buddy of mine for a while. He paid me out of his pocket. The studio had no more money, so he paid out of his pocket. And it's a good sum, I'm not complaining. He put a gallery exhibition on the drawings in Manhattan. And we did a book together, a really cool book. So I did a lot of stuff with Kanye. I don't talk to him anymore. We were supposed to do a feature film together, and the money wasn't there, so it just kind of fell apart. So that's my Kanye story. Any other questions? Yes?
With how many music videos you've done, do you enjoy doing music videos, or do you like Slide that you worked on more recently?
No, I really enjoy music videos, because especially if I like the music. And the one I'm doing now, I really like the music a lot. It's very, very nice. And it's going to be a lot of work because it goes so fast. So each ba-da-ba I had to animate. So it's going to be a lot of work. But I enjoy it because something about the fusion of music and animation is just perfect. Like those old Fleischer Brothers cartoons, you know, where they did Cab Calloway and all these great singers doing animation. It's just fabulous. I really enjoy it. So try to get some music in your film. And one of the things I forgot to talk about in terms of cheap is don't go for Mick Jagger or anything like that. Go to your local bar and find some live band and someone you like, or a singer, or a folk singer, or something like that. And oftentimes they will be delighted to do music for your film. They may even pay you to put their music in your film. So, look for that. And then also there's websites on TV where you can get free music. Basically free, like $3, $4, something like that. That's a good way to keep your budget really low, which is really important. Yes?
I was going to ask you about film festivals.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, just your experience and process, because I know you're independent, you do it yourself.
Yeah.
So what is that like?
Yeah. Well, there's a place called Film Freeway, which lists all the film festivals that are looking for films and the categories they want. If I did the top 5 festivals that you want to enter, is the Oscars, because they will take any film. They're very democratic. They nothing. Just because it's Pixar doesn't mean they get any special treatment. They don't. Then Cannes. Cannes is a great market. There's so many buyers there. All the TV stations from Europe and all over the world are at Cannes looking for films to buy. I sell a lot of films there. Then there's what's that?
How do you spell can?
Cannes.
C-A-N-N-S.
Yes. And then there's Annecy, which is the one I talked about, the French film that's in the French Alps, and that's just a fun place to go. It's just you want to come back. If you get a film in there, you want to come back. And they also have a lot of buyers looking for animation. So bring business cards with you and little clips of your film that you can show anybody. Then there's Toronto. Toronto's a really important festival for films and animation. They do like animation. There is what's the one? Tribeca. Tribeca is a good festival for film, for animation. There's a bunch more, but just go on Film Freeway and you can find out. I mean, there's a festival for every kind of film. There's even a festival in Sweden for pain. If there's a lot of pain in the film, they want your film. They want to show painful experiences. I don't do that kind of thing.
Hopefully they give you therapy afterwards.
Yeah. maybe
Oh my God.
That's a good idea, yeah. Any other questions? Yes?
All right, so you answered all but two of the questions
Okay.
earlier. So you mentioned Hanna-Barbera earlier, and you said that you don't consider animation just like flapping lips.
Right.
What is your opinion on Clutch Cargo?
I don't watch it. I know what it is, and I know the kind of films they make, but it's not for me.
All right, and now
That's a trick
for the,
question, I know.
And now for the real final question. So this one is on a lot of animators' minds, especially like within the last couple of months. What is your thoughts on AI?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts on AI yet. I don't really know what the future will be. I'm curious to find out what the future will be. I've seen some AI films, and I think they're nice. I don't have a problem with them. I just like hand-drawn better, though. I like it. I want to see the mark of the humanity there. I don't want to see machinery. And there's something about, mistakes I made on some of the films. I made a lot of mistakes, and I like that. I like it that there's a human touch there, that you know that it was made by a human being. And so that's why I prefer to stay into hand-drawn.
Likewise, I agree with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody here would agree with that.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to give everybody their drawing. If you have a question, another question, I'm happy to talk. I'll be here for a while, right? Are they going to kick me out of here?
No, ain't nobody out here this day, so yeah, we can sit here
And
all night.
if you want a picture taken with me, I'm happy to do that. So, and be sure and get your drawing. I'm doing the dog. I'm doing the dog for you. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I have a question. So I don't know if you keep up with the internet or YouTube animation, but since there's like a big popularity in like indie animation recently, like the Digital Circus, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, and recently the Gaslight District. I'm just wondering if any one of those studios or any indie animator would like reach out for you to like try a different style, or would you be open to actually like participate in indie animation,
Sure.
or like
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
start like your own mini series that doesn't take long?
Yeah, I am thinking of doing a CTV series, but it takes money, and right now I don't have a lot of money. And when I do have a little bit of money, I'd like to do a monthly episodic comedy. Yes.
I'm a voice actor, so I was just wondering, how do you source out your voice actors? Where do you look?
Yeah,
'Cause I
well,
saw something for Patton Oswalt on your website.
Yeah, Patton was great. He was wonderful. He did it in one take. It was amazing, yeah. And he didn't want the money because he likes my work. He likes to do work for people who he likes to do stuff. But I have a sort of a team of voiceover artists. They all live in New York, in Manhattan. So it's very convenient to do a recording session. That's important for us. And then also my sound editor has a list of voice people who I need if I need something. I use them. But it's difficult to hire someone who's not in town because we do sessions, we do group sessions. They have to be there to coordinate the reading and act out the scene. But I'm using less and less voice actors. I'm sorry to say that. I just like visuals and music and sound effects. Okay, come on up and get your goodies.